Good afternoon to the Dr. Ismail. We are from Group Linux Means. I'm a leader, Arvind, and my fellow member is DJ, Kevlin, and Danya. So today we like to demonstrate the mini project called a private virtual network built in VirtualBox in a Linux server, providing four services, which is a DHCP, SFTP, database, and web server. So our topology has a two Debian 30 machine, which is one is called server, have two adapter and an internal network, while client have only one adapter called internal network. So let me demonstrate. So I just open the network topology. So yeah, you can see the both machines are running. So say I open the server, settings, network. There is two adapter. One is NAT, another is internal network. So we save as innet and another one client, which is only have one adapter, internal network only. So after that, I just want to prove that both terminals have their own names, which is this is called server. So I want to prove it through the host name. So host name CTL. Sorry, host name CTL. There is host name called server, and then for the client terminal host name CTL. That is right. So after that, I want to check the IP address for the server. So I click in. Can you see that there is called ANP0S8? So that's our internal interface, which config static IP address 192.168.1.254. This is which is F subnet 255.255.255.0, and this call our gateway address. So which is that the client use for to reach our services, and we use a static IP address for the server, and while for dynamic is for the client, because of for static we need to use the specific address so that client and all services can be reached out through the IP address, while for dynamic, which is the client, so just can be changed over time or can be when reports can be changed, but which is only received from the specific address from the server, so which is allocated from six spaces from 192.168.1.5 to 192.168.1.10. So this is so that it will also call known as server adapter, NAT adapter, which can be get from the public facing address. So in short, static for the server and dynamic for the client. So now I want to check whether the server can be reached the internet or not. So ping dash C 4.8. Okay. Okay, they see that there is a 0% packet loss. This is confirmed that server can reach the public internet through the NAT adapter successfully for the client. So for the client, should we have 100% package loss because of you only use one adapter known as internet network. So I just want to know, just want to prove lah from the terminal. C 4.8.8.8. Because of there is no route for internet, so of course it will occur lah, the 100% packet loss here. Because of this is international, so this is it's keep our internal services isolated from the public network lah. So you can see that there is zero received. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, good morning to Dr. Ismail. My name is Damia Adriana binti Muhammad Farhan. I am in charge for DHCP server setup. What is DHCP server? DHCP stands for Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. It is an application layer protocol that automatically assigns IP addresses and network settings to devices. So administrators don't have to configure every client by hand. Our setup uses three components: the DHCP server, running the ISC DHCP server daemon on our Linux server, the DHCP client, which is our Linux client, requesting on address, and the DHCP scope, the range of address the server is allowed to handle. In this project, our range of IP address is 192.168.1.5 to 192.168.1.10. Okay, now I will show how the server is running on the Linux server. On the server terminal, we run the sudo systemctl status isc-dhcp-server, and then it will show the status shows active running, confirming the DHCP daemon is live and listening on our internal interface ENP0S8 for incoming requests. And then we also type this command to optionally show the configuration file to prove the scope. Cat /etc/dcp/dcpd.conf. And then on our client terminal, we run in the client, we run IPA. Okay, this proves the address dynamically. The word dynamic next to the init line confirms it came from DHCP, not a manual static configuration. Then we also ping this command, ping for 192.168.1.254. Okay, we wait for this. Okay. These successful replies confirm the client, after getting in the CP address, can communicate well with the server over the internal network. Okay. The client's IP 192.168.1.5 falls within our configured DHCP range of 192.168.1.5 to 192.168.1.10, exactly as defined in dhcp.conf, proving the scope is working correctly. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Arvin. I'm in charge to talk about SFTP. So SFTP is like more SSH transfer file protocol. So you can transfer a file securely from server to client. So between unlike like FTP, so SFTP can encrypt data and documents or through the SSH, and so that the file like and then login credentials cannot be interrupted by the attackers. So for our project, SSH is very, very important because of using talking about company network, because of employees will upload their files or download profiles to systems like sharing their folders or backing up their data. So we insert a root directory. So this case we use SFTP user. So it's like giving access a particular place, like for example, upload folder. So only the employees users can access the upload folder while they cannot access the whole system. So that's a option of root directory lah. So to test this demo, so first I ensure that whether the service is on or not. So should the SSH services should be active, and then I need to check whether and root directory whether working or not using the particular IP address we are using about. And then once it's connected, so I need to test whether the upload and the downloading file can be transferred in both directions. So to begin with, I need to open the server and then I need to from like sudo system file ctl and status. So as you can see, the service is running. So next, sorry, next is okay. So I want to upload a file. So stp user and so I'm using 192.168.1.254, which is before, and then as if the user is a root directory. Yeah? Okay, then ask the password. It's connected. So it's successfully connected, and now I'm going to upload a file. So cd upload, and then I want to put a file. So let's say I put a test file. So test file .txt. So uploading a file. It's successfully. You can see that there is 100% showing that the file already uploaded. So yeah, so now I want to download the file. So just says get, but I will just list first. As you can see, there's a file I just uploaded from the client. So now I will want to just download it. So here get test file txt. So you see fetching up. So yes, you can see I already get a file where I uploaded. So it's proven that I can transfer the file both in directions. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Good morning to Doctor. I'm in charge for web server. So basically, a web server is an application layer software that store and delivers web page to client on request, mainly using HTTP. We use Apache 2 on open source, modular, and widely trusted web server. In our project, Apache 2 runs on the server bound to the internal static IP address, which is 192.168.1.254. Listening on port 80. Only client on our internal network, those handled and addressed by our DHCP service, can browse to it. So now I will explain about the testing. To test the web server, we check that Apache service is active on the server and open an browser on the client and require http://192.168.1.254. If the page load, it proves that the HTTP request response cycle work end to end our internal network. So now I will show web page from client, but first we will open server. We will type systemctl status Apache 2. This is to confirm the service status. Okay. After that, we will open Firefox. Macam mana nak keluar? Oh, okay. Macam mana nak keluar? Nak client.
Minimize.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so now on client, we will open Firefox. And then we will type HTTP. //192.168.254 and then we search. So here is our custom page loading successfully on the client, confirming the web page is reachable over the internet network. So now I will show page design. Back to our server. So we will type Q. So we will type cat space slash var slash www slash html slash index dot html. So our page is a custom HTML and CSS design. It shows the company name, the status, batch, and the server's role, replacing Apache's default placeholder page to represent our company's internet portal. That's all for me. Thank you.
So good morning, doctor. I'm in charge of database in this project. So for introduction, a database server is a system software that store, manage, and provide control access to structured data. So we use MariaDB server version 11.8 to building our MySQL database on our server. And in our project, MariaDB runs on Linux server. So we create a database called Linux Mint DB. This is the name of our database. It's containing a student table with some sample record. And we restricted privilege scope only that one database, so the client can query it securely over the internet network only without having root access and also being online. So to test the database, we verify locally on server that MariaDB. So this is our server. Our database is built on our server and only run on our server. So you can see here, for the testing, right? To test the database, we verify locally on the server that our MariaDB is only running and the data exists. Then we switch to the client and connect remotely using MariaDB client tools with the Linux account over IP 192.168.1.254. If the client can log in and successfully run select queries against Linux Mint DB that prove both the service and the remote access configuring are working correctly. So on server right now, I will active our database. So this means our database is active. And right now I will go to the client. The client, I need to access to the database from the server. So this means our client have connected to the database from the server. So right now it's already in the database. Okay, so we have in the database already. Okay, we have in the database already. So right now I will log into our Linux Mint database. Okay. Database has changed to Linux Mint. this is our student table. So you can see there is some sample record, which is with ID, with name, with student ID, and also with the course, like and more. And right now I will show the table structure of our database, of our student table. So here you can see our student table have have some columns, which is ID, name, student ID, and courses. So they both restricted in type like integer and varchar. So our with their metric names. So this is basically our student table structure. We didn't only just open the database to everyone, we also run the MariaDB secure installation to remove the anonymous user. This will remove root login and remove the, and then we create a dedicated Linux Mint user granted privilege. It's a command for in the terminal. So only on Linux Mint DB, not for all database lah. So this can restrict that the user host to 192.168.1 point whatever, meaning it can only connect from within our, it can only connect from to our database only within our internal network address branch, not from anywhere on the internet or from online or another IP address. So this is all from me. Thank you so much.
Hello, Dr. Ismail. We are here to do a Q&A section. I'm Harry.
I'm Damia Adriana.
I'm Kevin.
And Ninja J.
So the sections will be. So if you have any question, just ask.
Okay. So Damia, may I ask? So why did you use DHCP instead of manually setting every client's IP?
DHCP saves administrative effort and prevents IP conflicts. DHCP saves administrative routes, prevents duplicate IP address, and it scales easily. In a company network that has many clients, manual configuration often slow and error prone.
Okay, thank you.
Next, who have any question to ask about DHCP?
Yes. Me, I have a question. So, at first, yours what? DHCP, right?
Yes.
So, why you configure the ETC? I don't know couldn't get the prompt. ETC network interface instead of using what called that DHCL, right?
Yes.
So why you use that code instead of DHCL?
Okay. To answer your question, the DB13 that we use remove the DHC client DH client command by default. So as the interface had to be configured directly through the command, which is /etc/network/interface file, and the networking service restarted. That's.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, but I'm not getting it. It's okay. So now my part. So anything about SFTP?
I have a question. What is a crude jail?
Crude jail is like more like restrict on user lah, because of it's like it's a big server, so I don't want people to just access every data. So what the crude file do is just set up as one user, so only access a particular folder only. So it's more privacy and secure lah, so that if somebody leak any file from it, you can just know that whoever access lah. So that's more secure than a user.
Okay, understand.
Okay, thank
I
you.
do have a question.
Tell me.
What is the difference between SFTP and SFP?
So it's the S is referred to SS. It's more like to secure. For FTP is like file transfer controller for file transfer protocol. So it's just like just transferring from here, right? But the thing is, you need to have security for that. So that's why the SSH will do. So they can transfer your files more secure and safely without knowing. Let's say I'm just sending a file to him. So let's say everybody can watch me, it's not secure. Let's say I'm just saying that I love you, Jay. So that everybody know that yeah, he, right?
Yeah.
So to not to reveal any information there, we just use this SSH so that you can't just view that. So the secret with him and me will be more secure than so that any people don't know that about the information.
Okay.
Then I'm loving
Thank you.
just example, okay? Okay, so yeah,
Next part is for web server. So any question?
so
Mm,
you wanna ask or maybe I have a question lah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're using Apache web server, right?
Yeah.
So why you store like where the file will store? Because of I just don't know what will the server do and then why exactly you need to save the files.
Okay, so by default in /var/www/html/ this is the document root for Apache.
Oh, for Apache.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is to configure to serve file from set in the Apache site configuration.
okay. I have another question.
Okay.
Like, what port does HTTP, like HTTP, used by default, and where is the set?
Okay, so the first question is port 80. Apache only listen on it by default. This can be checked or changed in /etc/port.con.f. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. And I think, do you guys have any question about database?
Yes, I have. Would you care to explain what's the difference between MariaDB and MySQL?
Okay, so MariaDB is a form of MySQL. So MariaDB have used the syntax from MySQL, so the query is all the same. But the MariaDB is developed after the MySQL that developed from the Oracle. So MariaDB is very special that because it can drive all MySQL syntax, but it's developed independently. So something like this.
Thank you. Okay, I have a question. So why did you restrict the Linux Mint user to host 192.168.1?
So restricted to this IP address so that our client can access to our server database through the IP address and also with the password within this IP address range. So like the others, I don't know, maybe the others client or any anonymous DBA system, they want to access to our database, they need to know our IP address plus the password. So this secure our database from security.
So more look like satellite lah.
More
Like private secure line means the using like IP address also like more secure, like more separate line from the usual.
it's more secure. Like for example, you want to connect to a Wi-Fi, you need to know the Wi-Fi name first,
And
after
the
that
password.
the password.
Yeah.
So in this term, you have to know our IP address. After that, you have to have the password to access to our database.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So this is us from Linux
Mint.
Mint. So thank you everybody to have this Q&A section. So bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.